In this tutorial, we're going to deploy a video using the ActionScript 2.0 FLV playback component. And we'll assume we want to support the Flash 8 player. And that's why we're going back to ActionScript 2.0. So let's select File, New, and ActionScript 2.0. Go to Window, Components, and drag this component to the stage. And then close that panel. Let's go to the Component Inspector. And we haven't chosen a content path first. Now actually, I should save the FLA before I choose a content path, because it's going to be important to know whether the SWF is going to be in the same directory as the content. If it is, no path is required. But until I save the FLA, Flash doesn't know what directory the SWF is going to be in. So let me just show you this. I won't save this for now. Go to the content path, get this dialog, click on the icon, and choose 0207 FLV. You notice it gives you the complete path because it doesn't know whether this FLV is going to be in the same directory as the SWF or not, or what relation it will have to the directory that the SWF is in. So it has to provide the complete path. But this path would not be useful when you upload to the web. So let me just cancel that. What you really want to do is save this first. And I'll save it as 0207. And this is the same directory as the FLV. So now, when I click Content Path, click the icon, tell it 0207.flv. Now it just brings up the file name because it knows that the SWF and the FLV will be in the same directory. And click OK. It gets the metadata. Let's just take a look at the skin. You notice there's no option for choosing the color. And in fact, this is a completely different selection of skins than we had for ActionScript 3.0. So I'll just leave that. Click OK. Notice also here there's no selection of color. So the selection of color actually occurs right in the skin drop-down. So clear is one color, Mojave is another, and steel is still another. So I'll just accept all that now and go to File, Publish Settings. And we're assuming we want to use the Flash 8 player, so let's set that here. ActionScript 2.0, that's good. And this is fine as well. And just click Publish. And then get out of that. And here are the files we just created. The HTML, the SWF, and also the skin file. So let's test by double-clicking on the HTML. And I'm realizing that this is not positioned correctly on the stage, and also that the stage is not sized correctly. Let's take a look at that. I'll get out of this. So I'm going to double-click here to make this smaller. And you can see that the stage is not sized correctly. It's not wide enough for the video, and also the video isn't positioned correctly on the stage. So I'm going to click on the FLV playback component and bring up the Properties panel. In order to position this at the upper left-hand corner of the stage, we want this to be at 0, 0. So just type in 0 and hit Enter. Type in 0 and hit Enter. And we're also going to go and make the stage 720 by 396, the same size as the video. So I'll get out of that. First let me go to the timeline, and let's just scroll up here, and I'll just click here to make the playback component invisible for a moment. And you can see that we're positioned exactly at the upper left-hand corner of the stage. And also you can see this little registration mark, this little plus sign. That also shows us that we're positioned correctly. Now let's go to Modify, Document, and make this 720. and that 396 and click OK. And now let's publish again. And test again. And now you can see we're positioned and sized correctly. And I can pause, and I can play. And that concludes this tutorial on deploying a video using an ActionScript 2 FLV playback component.